The days of carrying loyalty reward cards may be over, as mobile applications are set to replace traditional loyalty programs. Now, while these applications offer the same cash and discount rewards as cards, they're more convenient and secure for consumers to use. They also have a benefit for business by saving costs with direct marketing and real-time consumer engagement. But to join me from our Cape Town studios to tell us more about this is Nolan Daniel. He's a director at software and web solutions provider Paradigm Group. Nolan, thanks for your time. First of all, just tell us about these apps. How do they differ from the traditional cards that we are used to?
Okay, well, basically what happens is instead of issuing you with plastic loyalty cards, retailers would now issue a mobile application which they make available in the various app stores for customers to download. Once customers download, they can register and then start transacting. And then similarly to normal loyalty cards, they can start earning points and redeeming them for rewards at a later stage.
Mm-hmm. I heard customers need to download this, as you've just mentioned, but accessibility to Wi-Fi, is this something that you need to have? You need to have access to internet. I just want to know, how easy it is for the consumer to do this.
Again, it depends on the implementation of the system, but the big benefit here is collaborating with your customers, and that means you do need some degree of data, whether it's cell data or Wi-Fi. It just allows you to speak to your customers and send them relevant information at the time where it will be relevant to them. So there are various technologies.
Just touching on that technology, there's something there called Geotracking, and of course this is also meant to be something that will help you have a greater engagement with your customers. What is Geotracking, and by the sounds of it, do people not have any concern in terms of it maybe infringing on consumers' privacy?
Geotracking is the ability for the application to determine where you are. So the application is location aware, and that provides merchants the ability to know where you are, and they can use it to entice you to go into the store, depending on the technology. For instance, if they use geofencing, which is a cell phone triangulation, they can entice you from about 20 kilometers away to get you in store. And then there are other micro location aware technologies where they can actually pick up that you're standing next to a particular shelf in store. And if they know that you usually buy a particular brand of cola, they can say, well, if you buy the cola now, we'll give you 2 for the price of 1, for instance. It's on your left-hand side. In terms of where the consumers should be concerned about it, it's really something that they have been using for many years. If you think about your mapping solutions and your social media where you check in when you visit your favorite restaurant, it uses the same underlying technology. What's just important is that merchants be very upfront with their customers to inform them that they will be using location-aware technologies.
I'm one of those people who's quite resistant to change, especially on the technology front. Unfortunately, I still have a card and have not yet adapted to having these mobile apps. How long do you think it's going to take until we do see this phasing in of having loyalty programs entirely done via mobile, or until we cease to see people like myself carrying around that card?
Well, the technology is becoming more and more pervasive. If you think 7, 8 years ago, we didn't even have cameras in our cell phones, and if you can't even imagine a life without cameras today. What we've found is that a lot of retailers are currently piloting mobile applications, and some of national operators have actually started changing. They've removed their old traditional loyalty card, and they are now rolling out mobile applications. So what we see in the next 2 to 3 years, you'll probably see a lot of the bigger companies coming out with mobile applications. Cards will never go away completely, but within this next 7 to 8 years, we feel that cards will be the minority.
Nolan, thanks so much for coming in and telling us about the future of loyalty programs and the cards. As you're saying, the next 7 to 8 years or so, you may no longer need it. That was Nolan Daniel. He's the director at software and web solutions provider Paradigm Group.